Chat, as many of you might know, I turned 18 this year. And you know, as a European, there's a lot of things that you can do when you're 18, right? Especially if you're in this country here, the UK. You know, you can get like tattoos, you can start gambling, but I think most importantly, we can start drinking. And as a European, I thought to myself, when I turned 18, what is like the best place to go to drink? Amsterdam, okay? Right? So, I gathered 3 of my mates, and then the week after I turned 18, we flew off to Amsterdam. Now, here's the thing you have to understand about me and my 3 other mates, is that we're all in the same maths class. Now, the thing about this maths class is that we get fucking nothing done, right? Our teacher, love him to death. He's a lovely lad, but he's a tiny bit silly. That's weird. Why was there white road markings? He's a tiny bit silly. So, we thought, you know what would be really funny? If we had maths on the Friday, literally our last lesson on Friday, and then that same day, we left the country, went to Amsterdam, had a lovely weekend in fucking the Netherlands, and then come back on Sunday night, first lesson on Monday, maths. As soon as we finish period 5, we jet off, fucking run off all the way to Heathrow. We land in Amsterdam. That's all calm, all Jack and Jory. We all know what the worst part of the holiday is. Worst part of any holiday. It's immigration. You get off your plane and you're like, oh, you know what? I really fancy going on my holiday now. You're all excited. And then you got to wait in this fucking like hour-long queue at this fucking miserable guy's just ticking off. Yeah, exactly. Immigration is hell, you know? Unless you're Polybog and you have a European passport, so he just goes through, leaves us in the line of all the British passports. He leaves us. We have to wait for like half an hour extra. So, we get our train tickets. We make it through. We get on the train. We're on the train and we arrive at the station. We were staying in this hotel in Sloterdijk. And as we walk out, we're like, yo, oh my gosh, we're finally in Amsterdam. Oh my gosh, we've been waiting for this for so fucking long. I love the Netherlands. It's like one of my favorite countries ever. I was so excited to go on this trip. We walk out. Well, I say we. 3 of us walk out. Polybog doesn't. So we've all made it through the ticket barriers. And we look behind us and we see Polybog in his bag looking for his ticket. He's patting himself down. You know that panic like pat down that you give? You like touch each of your like side pockets. You're touching like your torso now. You touch your butt pockets and all that. Just trying to find this fucking ticket. He's emptied out his pockets. His phone's on the floor. His bag's on the floor, ripped open. Right? He's like, where the hell's this ticket? He's like, yo, do one of you have my ticket? We don't have his ticket. Why would we have his ticket? He's a fucking adult man. Yeah, holy shit, leave him behind. That's what we were thinking. Because the hotel was literally like just outside the station. We were like, you know what, lads? What if we just go in and just like, what if we just went into the hotel? Because it is literally just in front of the station. We say, you know what? Let's just have a look around while he finds his ticket. We walk out, it is miserable. It's like the fucking Croydon of Amsterdam. It's all concrete, it's miserable looking. So we go back in, we want to tell Bog, you know, hey, this is where we're at. We look at him. His bag is beyond the ticket barriers. And now he's put both his hands on either side of the ticket barrier. And he's lifting himself up onto like where you scan it. And he's stepping onto it. He's stepping onto it. And he's climbing over this like see-through plastic gate. And he's just climbing. And then he jumps down with like a thud. Bang. Couple heads turned. And we're like, shit. You say run, we didn't like run like you don't know him. I swear that's what we did. We looked at him and we fucking... Actually, no, I think I just got paralysed in laughter. I just looked at him. I was like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Anyways, so we make it into the hotel room. We throw down all our stuff. We're like, okay, cool. Lads, we need some water. So, me and my mate, we go down and we get some water. From, because there's like a convenience shop right underneath our like thing. There's a spa right there. So we walk in, we get some water. We walk out, and there's just this guy standing there who just offers us crack. Just straight up crack. we dart it back into the hotel room. We're like, shit. Okay, no, we're calm. Oh my gosh, Borgworm? What the fuck? Yo, Borgworm. We go to bed, and now it's Saturday. Saturday, oh my gosh, beautiful day. Sun was out, looked amazing, bruv. You know what I mean? When it's like nice and sunny in Europe, I swear it's something completely different. So we go on a little walk and we end up in like the Museum of the Netherlands, the Rijksmuseum. And we're like, you know what? Okay, cool. Let's go inside and let's just like look around this museum. Like we haven't done anything like proper big and official on this holiday yet. You know, we haven't done anything like big today. Let's just go to this museum so it feels like something. Turns out you have to book a day in advance. Shame. But you know what? We'll just book it for tomorrow. We're here tomorrow. We'll just book it for tomorrow. So we walk out the Rijksmuseum. And there's just this guy standing there with his phone on a tripod. And he's speaking to it. He's streaming on like TikTok or something, right? And he's holding a sign. And it just says, animal abuse should be legal. Change my mind. And us four were like, yo, that is outrageous. That is an outrageous sign. So we're standing there like 10 meters away from him. And we're in a huddle. We're like, okay, cool. What are we going to say? Like, okay, should we go up to him? Yeah, cool. All right, no, let's go up to him. Cool. We walk up to him and we say, hey, we want to change your mind. Turns out he was a vegan. He would get people to come to him and say, hey, I think animal abuse is bad. He would be a vegan. So he'd be like, oh, we actually agree, but I like value animals. So I think like you should be a vegan yourself. But he was rage baiting. So we were like, you know what? We debate him. And I realise in my pocket, I have like 500 grams of cheese. So I pull out the cheese. I just take a little bite. I just take it out. Home. Take a little bite. By the end of it, not only have I nibbled out of like the crusty edge that you're supposed to rip off, I've eaten like 3/4 of it. And here's the thing, chat. While we were debating this person, he had his sign like leaning against the railway. Sorry, not the railway, the railing, right? So people could still see it and see that we were talking to him. So we would get like some people walking up to us and they would go like, hey, what's up with your sign? I'm actually vegan. And he'd be like, hey, I'm vegan as well, actually. We're agreeing. These guys are bad. Oh, we hate these guys, don't we? Oh, what the fuck, man? What the hell? We're not the one with the animal abuse sign. But one of the people that came up to us was this, how do I phrase this nicely? Either the nitty. I think he was a nitty. I think he was a bit of a nitty. You know what I mean? And he comes up to us and he goes, you're all gonna burn. You're gonna die. Holy shit. This guy's just come up to us and said that we're gonna fucking burn and die. Right? I'm like, what the fuck? I feel a tad threatened right now. And then he just walks away. He walks away like nothing happened. I'm like, huh? And we're just trying to have like this conversation with this vegan. And he just goes, you're gonna die, you're gonna burn. You're gonna burn. So that's how I got threatened in Amsterdam. That's how I nearly died in Amsterdam. But yeah, that was crazy. We move on, you know, we're like, okay, you know what, mate? Give us your like social medias, we'll check you out. Clearly, neither of us are like giving any, neither of us are like giving up our like points, right? So it's like unproductive conversation. Give us your socials and that, yeah. We check out his stream later. Alright, so Sunday, our final day there. We wake up. Today we're going to the Rijksmuseum, boys. We booked it yesterday. Today we're going. And we're going to be joined by a certain Diverdoodle. I don't know how many of you in chat know Diverdoodle. I don't know how many new gens we have. Diverdoodle, he's been my online friend for quite a while. So this was a fairly big moment for me. Like meeting, the first ever online friend I've ever met in person. And we meet him in Amsterdam Central. And I see him across the thing, because he's wearing a very distinct outfit. And so I see him across like this big hallway. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do a little bit of trolling. So I shout, yo, Diver! Doesn't respond. Croak! Doesn't respond. Avoided! Doesn't respond. I have to walk up, up to his face. I'm literally like an inch away from his face before he clocks me. I'm telling you, this kid's like fucking deaf and blind. Oof. It's calm. We meet, we hug, we're like, yo, this is so sick. You know, we've been friends for like 5 years and we've never met. We're finally meeting, that's so cool. and we go to the Rijksmuseum. Nothing really, I don't think anything special really happened in the Rijksmuseum. But what did happen after? Guys, you know I'm a sacred boy. I'm a holy man. I'm a 10 out of 10 guy. But I might have smoked a little bit of the devil's lettuce while I was out there. Okay? Hey, you didn't get that from me. But hey, Amsterdam was amazing. I'm gonna go there again someday. Okay, maybe TwitchCon. Maybe I'll go Rotterdam for TwitchCon. You never know. You never know. Maybe I'll do.